So there's nothing missing to your core essence. You are completely whole, and everything you need is within that core being. However, your frequency fluctuates. Have you ever thought about your baseline frequency, where your standard is, and how you vibrate? Is it high? Is it low? Is it melancholy? Is it joyful? Recently, I've been going through like, what do I consider like my baseline frequency? Currently, my baseline frequency has more joy than it did, say, 6 months ago. I liked or used, I used to love to try to stay at neutral. And this year, I want to be just 1% more than neutral in a positive sense. It took me a long time to not be um, sad, if I can say it that way, to be in a lower frequency, not mean, not angry, but just sad. Just the soul was sad for whatever reason, through grief, through heartbreak, through all of that. And I decided to just be, I wanted to just be neutral. If I was like, dear God, help me just be neutral as much as I can, as in every moment that is possible, because to me, being neutral was like the perfect baseline. So recently, I connected the um I connected the cord for joy, and I am strengthening my joy in this world, and to experience more joy and not just more satisfaction, but joy within the satisfaction, because done a lot of things and accomplished a lot of things in the realm of like, for some they would be like, "Oh, that's really good. Aren't you happy about that?" And I would just be like, "I'm satisfied. I am neutral." Didn't want to be too high and didn't want to bring those accomplishments too low or disregard them anyway, because that's not who I am either. But my baseline frequency, I wanted to move I wanted to move up 1% in 2026, and I'm thinking about, what does that look like and feel like in my life? I know today I was like on a super high. I may even put the video up from Instagram, or you can just go check out my Instagram. I'm really feeling joy, 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 joy. I got so much joy in me right now. I got me some free plantains. I just have this big joy energy. Just something is going on. I just have big joy energy. I hope you guys are having big joy energy. If you're not, shift your vibration, shift your energy. I want to stay in this energy like all night long for the rest of all the nights of all my lives. But I just wanted to say, hey, it's me, Coach Hunt. I'm still here at Instagram. I love you guys so much, and I have your greatest interest at heart. And remember, joy, not just in this season, but in every season of your life. Bye. So recently, I've been in a lot of greater joy, and I want to contribute that to connecting the cord of joy and just learning to strengthen that with little things that I do. And why I did that is because, again, I want to move my baseline frequency just a little bit higher, at least 1%, so I can experience life at a greater level. I don't want to be in a never ending story of living my life at a neutral baseline anymore. And it took a while to me to have that set point. That set point, it was a part of my own protection mechanism to not fall down into sadness. And with grace and because of my intuition, I'm able to acknowledge that, see that within my life, and now move forward. When I do that, and I know that I'm doing that, then more opportunities and synchronicities come into my life. And I've been the benefactor of that just lately. I've been in more joy. I've been getting free things and tips and money and just things all over. And I just continue to receive them and I claim them as thank you for this joy. Thank you for bringing this into my life. Because that is very important that for me to not just acknowledge that I am doing much better in the moving up my 1% out of neutral into more joy is also acknowledging to spirit, to divine love, that I see all the things now more so than I did before. My eyes are more open. And so my baseline raises. As my mentor would say, even my floor raises between that particular thing. Because your foundation is where all your vibration, all the things that vibrate at that level is what continues to come to you. And it's difficult to know when you're sad that sad things will come, but that's not necessarily the whole truth. It's not that sad things come, it's that you just can't receive the other things that in your life as not sad and you perceive them as something else. I don't know where this video is going. Really, I don't. But someone needed to hear that you are able to change your baseline frequency at any point in time. And how do you change that? You change that, but one with a decision that you want to change it. And then you have to figure out how much you want to change it. And then you do the things that move you into that change. So for me, right now, to bring in joy, I am doing more art. I'm doing more coloring and drawing and just the AM method. And that, because I maybe because too, I went to art school and that's something I really wanted to do, that's part of my core essence that is helping my baseline frequency move up into a different level because I'm owning that part of me. And art is an expression of who I am. So I'm expressing myself in a different way. Even though I write and I wrote poetry and have a poetry book and all that stuff and been published for that and write short stories, my essence, my core essence, it was missing. I'm not gonna say was missing something, but wasn't able to express that part of me. And now it's having more joy in that self expression. So if you are able to identify what you used to do that brought you joy or satisfaction or pleasure in any way, then return back to that as much as you can. And I'm talking about something small that's that's free, like things that is free. Drawing is free. I can draw on anything, on a napkin, on the get a stick outside and draw on the dirt. The things that you used to do as a child or from the earliest memory that you used to do. I mean, if you used to like to build bricks, lay, play with Legos or build blocks, then maybe you would like to do that again. And that will bring you some clarity and some satisfaction and some joy. If you like to sing or dance or any of those things. But this is how you continue to just elevate and evolve who you are without disrupting like your whole life. For me, I can't have my life be disrupted to the point where I don't know where I'm going and what I'm doing. I have to have a certain expectation for myself and a pathway. And then I just navigate that pathway the best I can with the tools that I have. And I have a whole tool box. I don't just have a belt, I have a box. I have a storage room of tools that I utilize for my clients throughout the last 20 years of my life. Yeah. So that's it. That's all. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I'm going to pause for a minute and utilize my intuition. I'll speed this up, but if I have anything else to say, I'll let you know. So, what I'm hearing now is the greatest gift that you can give yourself is to go back to your core essence and navigate those abilities and strengthen those abilities because those abilities are the ones that need to be seen, be heard, be felt within your energy body. Those greater expressions create the depth that you need and want to live beyond your imagination, not through goal setting, but through self-expression. That's when your frequency reaches higher and wider and is able to cast nets throughout the universe and bring in all the desires of your heart. That's what my intuition just said. So I'm going to take that for myself and I hope you receive that for you. This is Coach Hunt. I love you so much. I utilize my intuition to navigate my world. I also teach women this truth about themselves. And if you are willing and able to utilize your intuition to gather the life that you desire, as Spirit just said, cast that big net and allow it to bring it in, then go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I love you guys so much, and I have your greatest interest at heart. Bye.